All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are flying. We are flying for real. We're up in the air. Everything is gravy. And we are flying to Brazil. The stream has officially begun. Before we actually start here, we're gonna activate my main man, Fren. Friend will fly just for a little bit. I'll take over. Co-pilot is currently flying there. Dude, friend is a professional. He's like the opposite of me, baby. Where is he? Oh, there he is. There he is. Friend, that's not where Brazil is. Friend, what are you doing? Friend, don't hijack the plane. Crazy flying that right. Friend knows a shortcut. All right. Well, well, I'm just gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back and let him do his thing here. But keep in mind, there's a thunderstorm outside right now. So if you are sure about this, buddy, then you know, I hope so. Friend, why are we flying back to the airport, buddy? Why are we flying back to the airport? Why? No, wrong way. What? Friend is getting a snack. We have snacks on the airplane, you fool. What are you talking about? Okay, you know what it is? Friend is just doing it by the numbers. He's gonna be going back to like actually go on here, I think. All right, well, you know, I'll let him do it by the numbers. He's not a rebel like I am, you know. Excessive airspeed. You know what you're doing, right? I don't trust him too well, man. I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind you all that in about 40 minutes, we have, sorry, there was a bastard outside the window. I was going to make an announcement about the dinner, but we have a fucker outside, and, you know, if you have any guns or weapons, now it's time to equip them, because they might try to hijack the plane. Alright, anyway, sorry, just a funny joke here at the Fecal Funny airplane. Now, I want to remind you all once again that Fecal Funny has a strict policy that if you combine your snacks with your meal, you will be put in plane prison. We have a cargo bay way back, and I'll tell you this, my personnel will bonk you and put you in the cage for the rest of the trip, okay? So no, okay? Alright, anyway, let's pile it out.
We're going to Brazil from Sweden, and my question is this. What is the best thing to do in Brazil? Leaving. Well, not leaving. There's more to this than that. To die, barbecue, Ronaldinho Soxer. You know what I find fascinating about Brazil? I find it fascinating that Brazil, to this day, still uses like Sega Genesis and stuff like that. Like Sega in Brazil, because in Brazil, video games are kind of like half outlawed. They're kind of taxed as gambling devices. A new game console in Brazil is super duper expensive. So a lot of people still play like Sega Genesis and shit like that. And that's why you see like Ronaldinho Soxer. And that's why you see like FIFA 21 for Sega Genesis and Master System, you know? How much is a PlayStation 5 in Brazil? A million. 7,000 real, a fucking lot. That's quite amazing, I gotta say. I don't know how Brazilian politics works, but man, you guys got a right to that Brazilian king you got, and you gotta go up to this castle and knock on his door and be like, hello, dear king, we would like to fix the video games here, you know. We haven't had a king in years, Joel. What? Boy, oh boy, are you guys excited for what you're going to be eating on this plane, man? I didn't skimp out. I really, like, went to the grocery store, and I made sure to get that kind of, like, blandness and very generic-y kind of, like, way of constructing a meal. But I want McDonald's. Well, fucking call them. Call McDonald's right now and tell them, I want Chimburburb. And they'll come around and just, like, Ronald McDonald is going to knock on our plane. Just knock, 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 you know. McDonkeys. Chowder says, give me Burger King, you cheap bastard. Well, I'm so glad Chowder has joined us on a plane, because I was talking about this yesterday, but Chowder, would you like to give a seminar later on to the plane as an economic advisor now that you're a millionaire getting Dogecoins? Maybe when I get off work, I still got a few hours. Okay, just Chowder is currently using his money-destroying job, because basically he has too much money. He doesn't know what to do with it. So he's putting money into trash piles, all these Dogecoins. Oh my god, the thunder is over there, so we gotta be watching out, man. We gotta be watching out. Shadow says, yesterday I saw the Wienermobile. I have the best job ever. Joel, can I eat the plane? Does it count as dinner? Are you that guy who, well, no, that guy died. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a guy, or there was a guy rather, that ate planes for a living. I am dead serious about that. Joel, that's fake. No, it is not. It is not. Michael Lotito was a French entertainer famous for deliberately consuming indigestible objects. He could digest unusual materials. However, it was also meant that soft foods such as banana, hard-boiled eggs made him sick. So he could not eat Like that kind of stuff. Performance involved the consumption of metal, glass, rubber, and other materials. He disassembled, cut up, and consumed items such as bicycles, shopping carts, televisions, and a Cessna, among other items. The Cessna took around 2 years to be eaten from 1978 to 1980. He then drank mineral oil to continue to drink water while swallowing the metal bits. This acted as a lubricant to help the metal slide down his throat. Lotito had no problem passing his unusual diet. So, when he was shitting in planes, when Michael was shitting planes, he was just like, alright, another day, another dollar, you know what I mean? And out comes a fucking propeller out of his bunghole, you know? You know? Got a propeller up his ass, you know. But he had no problem. He had no problem. Now, what's the most amazing thing about this is that Lotito died of natural causes of June 25th, 2007. What is a natural cause? Okay, you know what? This article would have been perfect if somebody could add a quotation mark about natural. You know, it would be funny as fuck if this guy lived to be like 120. You know. Like everybody else is always being like, yo, I gotta eat healthy salad, blah, blah, blah. But this guy was like, I'm gonna eat a fucking plane today, you know? One thing that's really good about this guy is that it doesn't specify here. Wait, it does specify. Okay, look at this. This is my favorite bit of this. I mean, it's all really good, but there's one thing here that cracks me to pieces, man. Hang on, where is it? Did somebody add a fucking quotation mark? A lot of that of a natural quotation needed. Causes. For fuck's sake, guys, that wasn't what I was gonna bring up. Quotation needed. For fuck's sake. Anyway, my absolute favorite part about this, which is so damn good. He was awarded a brass plaque by the publisher to commemorate his abilities, which he consumed as well. The guy was handed a reward, like, thank you so much for what you do, and suddenly, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, man. Refresh page, there's no difference in it. Refresh page, there's nothing, there's nothing, don't do that, don't do that. Yes. They changed it. Okay, but I don't, guys. Don't vandalize it. Just like keep it. You know, what is it? It's gonna be like haha pianist or something. What is different? Lot of data CBT causes. Oh, okay. Now the obvious question here is Joel going to feed our asses with a bunch of planes and trophies? No, this is actual food because I wanted to keep this authentic, you know. I want to keep it authentic and not you know. Hey, your landing gear's up! Hey, friend! Hey, take it from me, I'm kind of a professional. Your landing gear's up! Hey! Your landing gear's up, buddy! Put that shit up! Primary. The only way I can fix this is if you nosedive right now. Oh, Jesus! Joel, can we watch porno on this flight? Well, the porno isn't provided by the in-flight entertainment, which we'll be watching later. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be any porno. However, I'll say this: if you go to the lavatory and we see a little funny ectoplasm, we have cameras everywhere. Okay, not because we want to see you take a shit cum, but more so we'll find the culprit. You know, cum print. Sorry. Okay, how about this? We take a movie and we present it like it's real and it happened to our friend, okay? Sonic the movie. Alright, so I had a friend a couple years back and he worked in law enforcement and he fuck. It's gonna be a struggle. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll take movies, we're gonna present them as if it actually happened, but I cannot laugh ever. Then I'll fail the challenge, okay? Ghostbusters. Alright, so my dad knows these dudes in America. So these three dudes, you ever seen those like ghost hunter shows or whatever? Like haunted afterlife connection things where they sit with a Ouija board and they like contact ghosts. And it's always a little tough because it's like you gotta suspend your disbelief. But the thing is, there was actually documented ghost activity back in New York in the 80s. Fuck. Do you know how difficult it was to be like, you know, there was this little green booger guy that It's impossible. It's a little green booger guy, and my friend's dad, he got slimed. Okay, so first movie failed. Ghostbusters didn't work out. Okay, Die Hard. Okay. So my dad knows this guy. He works in law enforcement, and it happened in America. My dad knows a lot of guys in America. But there was this like horrendous hostage incident in the 90s. You don't hear about this often, but there was this one guy who managed to solve it all. My dad used to work in law enforcement, and they did a lot of like international, kind of like in school. What's it called when they have an exchange student? They did exchange cops. Fuck, damn it! I was gonna say my dad was that cop at the end. Carl, the cop from Full House or whatever. Fuck. Winslow, that's my dad. What is an exchange cop? Third time's the charm. Okay, here we go. Shrek. This is full. Give me another try at that. Okay, I barely started. Okay, so there's this American folklore that not a lot of people talk about, and I think it stems a little bit somewhere from the Cajun mythologies. I know about this because I like to research history and folklore and stuff like that. Fuck. I'm sorry, but the idea of some like Cajun wizard being like, let me tell you about that green booger, that green one. He likes to eat them onions. He got it Eddie Murphy. I'm terrible at this. Okay, Mac and me. Okay, I'll take this seriously. Now, you might call this a conspiracy theory. Keep an open mind, all right? Because what I'm about to tell you is going to be quite different. All right. There is an actual documented case in the world of actual alien activity. The thing is, though, now I'm not saying this is a government cover-up, but if you do a little bit of research, you'll find the truth. Through NASA, Earth had contact with extraterrestrial species. Now, a lot of people are going to joke and say, well, Joel, Martians? Ha 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 ha. Well, let me tell you something. These extraterrestrials actually visited Earth. How do I know this? Sit tight. The story that the government covered up is about a kid in a wheelchair. I was gonna make that kid was me. The alien broke my legs. I'm sorry, it just got too ridiculous. I was so close. Can't look at chat while I'm doing this. Okay, so this was California in the 80s, and the government did a lot of testing. There's a whole other story about this. You know, you can look it up if you want, but what it all boiled down to essentially is that in the 80s there was paranormal activity and an extraterrestrial contact. In the 1980s, a kid in a wheelchair actually befriended one of these extraterrestrials, and this actually happens. It's documented. Now, let's talk McDonald's. Let's talk Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola incident, the McDonald's incident, is highly documented, but you never hear about it. Why? Because of money. The power of money can erase history. In the 1980s, this kid in a wheelchair fed this alien a bunch of Coca-Cola, and he loved it. In the 1980s, he took his alien friend to McDonald's. He dressed him up as a bear, not to alert the public. Guess what happened? He danced. Fuck! God damn it, got too ridiculous again. Fucking hell. I can't do this. The Coca-Cola incident. It's like a big monumental piece of history. The Big Mac incident. The alien danced. For fuck's sake. How do I know this story is true? My dad at the time was living in America and California in the 80s before I was born. He was the clown. My dad was the clown. He saw it all. But McDonald's policy made him under oath swear not to tell anybody. I'm sorry, I can't present Mac and me as a factual piece of evidence. Last movie here. I promise I will not laugh. I'll take it brutally serious, okay? Independence Day, okay? You guys want to do Independence Day? This is gonna be impossible, holy shit. Okay, how about this? I need some sort of punishment if I fuck up and laugh. Besides CBT, you know? How about this? Hot sauce. Some really crazy hot sauce. I'll take a big spoonful of that and I'll suffer for it, okay? The hottest sauce I got, the 357 Magnum. This thing is insane. Okay, not a lot of people know about what happened in, I think it was 97, 96. There was an incident, not only in the States, worldwide. Now, the thing about this is, it has been covered up by the government. How do I know about all this? I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and there was a half-naked man telling the truth, and I believe him. But Jeff Goldblum used to be a researcher for space. Let's just say this. The government has hid so much information from us from that day. There was a giant cloud, quote unquote. It was really bad weather that day. No, please. Give me another try. Let me get... Okay, how about this? No. I get 2 lives. I get 2 lives. 2 lives. No. Okay, no. 2 lives. If I fuck up twice. Okay, let me get to the point. Let me get to the point of the story, okay? The government nowadays calls it a weather balloon. That was no weather balloon, man. You might know him from Men in Black. You might know him from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But in the 90s, Will Smith stopped acting. He joined the Air Force, man. Will Smith fought these aliens. Now, the government says, oh, it's a weather balloon. It was a weather balloon above America and other places. It's no weather balloon, man. You guys remember watching the White House blowing up on TV? And how they justified it? Saying how it was crappy weather? Well, that was no weather, man. That was an alien. Remember when they backtracked and said a Las Vegas magician did it? Penn and Teller did it? That they used smoke and mirrors to blow up the White House, and how it was just an old house and it happens all the time? Well, it was no magic show, man. It's aliens. Here's the thing. My buddy Randy Quaid lost his life that day. Now I might say, who's Randy Quaid? Some redneck. But he was the best damn redneck I've ever known. Randy was probed by this weather balloon. Sorry, I'm crying. The emotions are welling up. Thinking about my sweet Randy. But anyway, oh, Randy. Oh, Randy. Randy. My sweet, sweet Randy. But listen, besides all that, all this culminated into a government cover-up. Will Smith met aliens. Jeff Goldblum met aliens. Now you might say, if we met all these aliens, what happened? Jeff Goldblum. Before Jeff Goldblum joined this team of scientists, he worked at Geek Squad. Geek Squad saved our asses. Geek Squad is the reason you and I live here today. Jeff Goldblum learned through the science of Geek Squad how to work out a virus, a computer virus. Jeff Goldblum sent these aliens a virus, and it destroyed them. People always argue, is technology moving too fast? Those people are idiots, because Jeff Goldblum saved all of us. But as powerful as technology is, he couldn't help Randy Quaid smashing his jet plane into the anus of the weather balloon. My sweet Randy. Bye. Just thinking about my Randy. All in all, I want to say this. When you guys on 4th of July, when you guys celebrate Independence Day, America is the freedom from the aliens. Do it for Randy. Remember Randy. My sweet, sweet Randy. How many times did I laugh during that? That was impossible. That was fucking impossible. I'm sorry. But the idea of a giant balloon over the White House cracked my head in like at least 10 times. Okay, how about this? 10 drops of hot sauce on the dinner, which is going to be served right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for dinner time. I had to mute my own microphone from monitoring my audio because I hear myself talk and my own voice saying these things. I had to like scroll down the volume so I could just be like, I can't hear myself talk, because if I hear myself say giant weather balloon again, I'm going to die.
Complete global lactation.
Shit.